Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly OSRS update video. Sorry, tongue-tied. But we have Phosani's Nightmare and Hiscores. So it says, after a week of intense battles, the Nightmare has retreated from Phosani's dreams. For now. The Grateful Sisterhood will be distributing prizes for those who defeated Phosani's Nightmare in record time. The winners will be announced tomorrow on Friday, March 13th. So do keep an eye out for that. If you're not a part of their Discord, you can find out pretty quickly. But it does say keep an eye out on your in-game mailbox and social to see if you want it. So that is, they will tell you via the in-game message system. That's usually how they operate. The following content creators have been given prizes to distribute to their audience as they see fit, which is the @ZinkShot and @OSRS_A_1 and @MMORPGCP. It says follow them on Twitch or Twitter to find out how to win. Nightmare Loot Table. So the horror isn't over yet. Nightmare fans will be pleased to hear that her loot table has been buffed a little this week. So you'll notice that all normal drops now come in greater quantities, which will increase the income from each fight. There's a greater chance to receive unique, and unique drops are now split across two tables. If you are strong enough and to be eligible to receive unique, you'll also get some bonus to indicate how well you've done. Probably it's best you don't ask who they came from. The tertiary drops, I know I butchered that word, such as pet, are now static, unless you're the MVP, in which case you have a 5% better chance of getting one. And says finally the rarity scaling has been removed. Now a 1% chance of a second unique roll will be added for every extra player after 5. For example, with 80 players in the group, there will be a 75% chance of a second unique drop. So the more people you can get together to go face her, the better. The boss Hiscores. So I read over this, and there was some prior issues ever since the introduction with the boss Hiscores. So they noticed this, and now they're trying to fix this. And the current issue was that there's just too much going on for the system to really... Essentially, that's what it was. There's too much going on for it. So now, the change is that for players who fail to reach the minimum kill count value will not be listed on the Hiscores, which means that fewer comparisons will be made, and this has the dual effect of making Hiscores more competitive than ever, which I kind of like that. I think that's pretty neat to have things a little bit more competitive. PvP drop delay. So they've heard reports of consistent issue in PvP where unscrupulous players will drop their valuable items to an alt upon being killed, thereby robbing PKers of their reward. To combat this issue, a drop delay of 5 seconds has been added during PvP combat in the wilderness and on PvP and DMM worlds for items valued at over 30k GP. It will not apply to PvP instances such as Castle Wars. The March edition of Gillenor Gazette is hot off the press and ready for your parasol. Take a look. It says you can now open the latest Gazette by clicking the newspaper button on the Varrock Herald in-game, which is actually pretty cool. You got 50 coins is a small price to pay for the latest news, so it's actually kind of a neat little thing. But the Penance Runner hat will now break upon death, just like the Barbarian Assault hats. It can also be locked with a Trover Parchment. Fix an issue where hit splats were appearing for longer than intended. Fix texture bug on walls of the Zamorakian base in Castle Wars. Mauritania bookcases are now typo-free. Fix the bug where players were able to pick up a second hard clue scroll if the clue in question was one of 5 added in the update last year. Female characters now hold the Scythe of Bitter correctly. A warning message will now be displayed about 18 seconds before Divine Potion's timer expires. Gems obtained through the emulsion chest can now go into an open gem bag if you have one with enough space. The green tint on Filled Ogre Bellows is now more obvious if you're attempting to start a Theater of Blood wave, but some of your party are still in the previous wave's arena. The warning screen will now make this more explicit. A missing apostrophe has been added to the skill guide. Pest Control now shows healing hit splat when the spinner heals a portal or when dying portal causes the Void Knight to be healed. Peaches made using Bones of Peaches spell can now be stored in the private raid storage, and that's actually it, guys. So, you know what? These are nice little updates, and I kind of like that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later, guys.